During his recent interview with Bloomberg on Wednesday, February the 26th, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak openly praised Bitcoin. Although not a crypto investor himself, he said that Bitcoin provides massive value creation. Steve Wozniak has been a long-time supporter and proponent of Bitcoin, BTC. Last year in June 2018, Wozniak stated that he believes that Bitcoin will be the single native currency of the globe. During the recent interview, Bloomberg's Yusuf Gamal Eldin asked if he continues with his stand after we've seen massive value destruction in Bitcoin. Responding to this, Wozniak said, "I'm not sure I can buy that we've seen massive value destruction. I think we've seen massive value creation. Psychology will often drive market. I never invested in Bitcoin as an investor. I only had Bitcoin to experiment with and find out how to buy and sell things around the world and find restaurants that accept Bitcoin." However, Wozniak admits holding a few Bitcoin for experimenting with new devices and applications. He also noted that once he had a lot of Bitcoins, which he sold during the 2017 bull run. He said, "When it went up high, I didn't want to be one of those people obsessively watching the Bitcoin price, so I sold out. I don't know where it is now, but it's way over what I bought it at." Lost respect for Mark Zuckerberg, says Woz. Besides Bitcoin, Wozniak spoke on a range of issues like artificial intelligence and combating data breach issues. On the latter issue, Wozniak said that he lost respect for Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg after last year's Cambridge Analytica scandal. The epic data breach had compromised data from millions of Facebook user accounts. Woz said, "I lost a lot of respect for Mark Zuckerberg watching him speak and answer questions, and supposedly taking some steps that are nothing, not one nickel or one penny of Facebook's income. I don't trust that." Just like Facebook, other popular social media platforms like Twitter are also facing similar data security challenges. But Woz goes to praise Twitter's Jack Dorsey for efforts to combat it. He says that "I think Jack Dorsey is doing a lot more than Mark Zuckerberg to correct it." Besides this, Wozniak favored introducing a healthy regulation in the tech space. He said, "Regulation is good. Regulation says companies will not do bad things, or governments will not do bad things. The United States is way behind Europe on recognizing these data privacy issues." Last year, Steve Wozniak joined a blockchain-powered venture capital fund called Equi Global as its co-founder. Equi Global is an Ethereum-based fund that is aimed at allowing investors to discover, examine and invest in a wide range of new business opportunities. The investments are to be made with a token called Equi token. What is more, investors are also able to sell their Equi tokens on external crypto exchanges at any time they wish to do it. Published at Thu, 28 February 2019 10:11 and 7 seconds plus 0000. In the daily crypto data feed, BSV sale, Bitmain office closed. Intercontinental Exchange has added new coins to its cryptocurrency data feed, and we've got the details in this installment of the daily. This edition also features CoinCheck's announcement that it plans to sell its BSV holdings and reimburse users with Japanese fiat currency. Also, Chinese mining giant Bitmain has closed its office in Norway. Also read, Cryptopia resumes trading, US crypto lobbying intensifies, Visa crypto job. ICE adds more coins to its cryptocurrency data feed. Intercontinental Exchange Incorporated, the operator of the New York Stock Exchange, has expanded the scope of its ICE cryptocurrency data feed to cover dozens of new cryptocurrencies. The service uses data from hundreds of sources in the crypto space, as the platform announced earlier this month. When it launched in January of last year, it was compiling data from around 15 exchanges. Now it promises users a comprehensive view of the market that can help them optimize their digital asset trading. The service is also targeting traditional financial institutions that want to enter the industry. Last week, ICE Data Services tweeted a list of the digital coins that have been included in the data feed so far. Among them are major cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin Core, BTC, Bitcoin Cash, BCH, Ethereum, ETH, and Litecoin, LTC. totaling almost 60 projects. The list also includes ELF, ADA, Augur, Cardano, Basic Attention Token, BSV, BTG, BitShares, Bytem, Cybermiles, Crypto.com, Dash, Decentraland, Digibyte, Dogecoin, Elastos, EOS, Ethereum Classic, Gas, Gemini Dollar, Huobi Token, Icon, EOST, Kyber Network, Lisk, Metaverse ETP, Miota, Mithril, Monero, Nebulas, Nem, Neo, Odyssey, Omosago, Ontology, Paxos, Tum, Ripple, Siacoin, Status, Steam Dollars, Stellar, Tenx, Theta Token, Tether, Tron, Truist, Ustcoin, Vechain, Verge, Walt On-Chain, Zcash, Zilliqa, and 0x Crypto Exchange CoinCheck to sell BSV Holdings. Japanese digital asset exchange CoinCheck has announced intentions to sell the BSV holdings accumulated as a result of the hard fork of the Bitcoin Cash network in November. The platform plans to convert the coins to fiat money and reimburse its holders with the corresponding amounts in Japanese yen that will be deposited to their trading accounts. CoinCheck explained in an announcement quoted by Crypto that the fiat equivalent could be lower than the market price of the coins and noted that a fee will be charged for yen withdrawals. The exchange did not reveal the date and the exact time of the upcoming sale in order to avoid affecting the market price of the currency. It also stated that only BSV funds will be sold. Bitmain closes office in Norway. Chinese crypto mining giant Bitmain has closed its branch in Norway only a year after its opening. The Beijing-headquartered company has already terminated all its operations in the Scandinavian country and moved its office to Germany, Shock reported, quoting the former Norwegian manager of the company, Julie Weidberg. According to the executive, the main reason for the move is the revocation of electricity subsidies for mining facilities in the country. In November, the Norwegian government decided that crypto-based data centers should pay the fools will be concentrated in China and Russia, where electrical energy is much cheaper. On the backdrop of falling crypto prices, or calculate the value of your current holdings, or create a paper wallet, and much more. Share this story. Luba Matasev. Luba Matasev is a journalist from tech-savvy Bulgaria, which sometimes finds itself at the forefront of advances it cannot easily afford. Quoting Hitchens, he says, close quote, being a writer is what I am, rather than what I do. Open quote, international politics and economics are two other sources of inspiration. Thanks for watching the OhioBitcoin.com Bitcoin News channel today. We appreciate you spending some of your valuable time with us. Disclaimer. Price articles and markets updates are intended for informational purposes only, and should not be considered as trading advice. Neither OhioBitcoin.com nor the author is responsible for any losses or gains, as the ultimate decision to conduct a trade is made by the reader. Always remember that only those in possession of their own private keys are in control of their own money. If you enjoy this type of content, please smash the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us to get more views. Thanks again. See you with more Bitcoin headline news and analysis soon. Paying for your coffee with Bitcoin at Starbucks. Is it worth it? BTC, as Starbucks shops are preparing for the integration of Bakkt, the famous coffee shop's customers will have the opportunity to pay for their favorite coffee with Bitcoin, BTC. However, tax returns might represent a serious problem to the functionality of the crypto-based payment system. The point of mass adoption in terms of accepting cryptocurrencies as alternative payment methods across various retail shops comes down to the case of spending your digital assets as quickly as fiat. In the meanwhile, many shops started to accept Bitcoin alongside several cryptocurrencies, but the mass adoption is yet to bring the cryptos to mainstream, as the majority of businesses accepting crypto as an alternative payment method are said to be small and medium companies. This case might soon see serious changes, as Starbucks most recently received significant equity in Bakkt, although the coffee giant is not holding any cash investments in this cryptocurrency ecosystem. Bakkt to bring cryptocurrency payments to Starbucks customers. As reported by the blog, Starbucks is currently working on designing and developing an application and a card that will allow the coffee magnate to become Bakkt's first merchant on platform. Initially, only the customers based in the United States will be able to use Bitcoin to cover their coffee bill at Starbucks. The equity stake was issued after the partnership between Starbucks and Bakkt was made official, while Starbucks agreed to allow Bitcoin-based payments in return. The partnership announcement was in the meanwhile postponed as the companies were waiting for the decision from CFTC. Scoop. At Starbucks received significant equity in at Bakkt in return for commitment to allow Bitcoin payments in store in 2019 Genesis via at I_Woodford https://obze1vosiopic.twitter.com/roxfnu /mytudors at mtudors, March 4, 2019. However, although the recent partnership with Bakkt brought Bitcoin to Starbucks as one of the available payment methods, the famous chain of coffee shops doesn't actually accept direct deposits in BTC, which means that during the payment, BTC is being exchanged to US dollars as enabled by Bakkt software. In this case scenario, the most significant obstacle is the fact that this type of payment processing mechanism calls for tax reporting for the coffee you are buying, which is why some Twitter users are reminding crypto enthusiasts that all Starbucks customers paying with Bitcoin will be required to count the capital gains on every cup of coffee bought with BTC. Reminder that if Starbucks does accept Bitcoin at some point, you will be required to calculate capital gains on every cup of coffee you buy. https://nmzlgjtfc4 We are trying to change that. Neeraj K. Agrawal, at Narajka, March 5, 2019. Although the coffee giant is making a step that could be categorized as a significant leap towards the mainstream adoption of Bitcoin, and possibly other cryptocurrencies likewise, Starbucks customers who wish to pay for their coffee with Bitcoin might face some difficulties due to the tax reporting. Is paying your coffee with Bitcoin, BTC, worth the trouble? Back in 2014, the IRS published guidance on the subject of cryptocurrency, where it is clearly stated that virtual currencies are to be treated as property, while all generalities included in the principle on paying taxes on the property will likewise be applicable on cryptocurrency-based transactions. That means that every time a customer would pay for their coffee in Bitcoin, they would need to take the price of BTC at the time of the purchase, then compare it to the price of Bitcoin at the time of the filing taxes to calculate capital gains and losses. Just as capital losses can be redeemed through tax filings, capital gains on the coffee purchases also need to be covered within taxation, which makes Bitcoin-based purchases at Starbucks perhaps a bit too much to handle for an average crypto enthusiast craving for a lat. Thanks for watching the OhioBitcoin.com Bitcoin News channel today. We appreciate you spending some of your valuable time with us. Disclaimer: price articles and markets updates are intended for informational purposes only, and should not be considered as trading advice. Neither OhioBitcoin.com nor the author is responsible for any losses or gains, as the ultimate decision to conduct a trade is made by the reader. Always remember that only those in possession of their own private keys are in control of their own money. If you enjoy this type of content, please smash the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us to get more views. Thanks again. See you with more Bitcoin headline news and analysis soon. Justin Sun now planning $20 million cash airdrop and Tesla giveaway. Tron founder Justin Sun announced that he is planning to do a $20 million free cash airdrop, in addition to a giveaway of one Tesla vehicle, to a random winner. $20 million cash airdrop from Justin Sun. Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, TRX, the world's 10th largest cryptocurrency by means of market capitalization, has announced his plans to do a $20 million free cash airdrop. Prior to the airdrop, however, Sun is also going to give away one Tesla vehicle to a randomly picked winner. To celebrate BTT and USDT Tron's success, I'm planning a $20 million free cash airdrop. Good news, it's coming. Bad news, I may decide to give away more. First, I will randomly pick one winner for a Tesla up until 3/27. To apply, follow me and RT this tweet. Simple. To celebrate number BTT and number USDT number Tron success, I'm planning a $20 million free cash airdrop. Good news, it's coming. Bad news, I may decide to give away more. First, I will randomly pick one winner for a number Tesla up until 3/27. To apply, follow me and RT this tweet. Simple. Number blockchain pic.twitter.com/WFYZWTB3 Justin Sun at Justin Suntron, March the 12th, 2019. Apparently, the first phase of the Tesla giveaway will end on March the 27th, and those who want to participate have to follow Sun on Twitter and retweet his post. So far, it has been retweeted over 29,000 times. As for the second part of the initiative, which includes the $20 million cash airdrop, there's no additional information shared. The entire stunt celebrates the success of BitTorrent token, BTT, and the recent partnership between Tether, USDT, and Tron, TRX. As Bitcoinist reported, Tether is set to be introduced on Tron's blockchain. $20 million. Why not? While $20 million might sound like a lot of money for a giveaway, Justin Sun's recent moves have brought in a lot more. BitTorrent had its initial coin offering, ICO, in January through Binance Launchpad. It ended in less than 15 minutes, selling $7.2 million in BTT tokens at $0.00012 a pop. At the time of this writing, BTT trades at $0.00075, a six-fold increase on any investments made in the digital token during the time of its sale. It's also worth noting that, according to the token allocation plan of BitTorrent, 20% of the total supply is held by the Tron Foundation, 19.9% by the BitTorrent ecosystem, and 19% by the team. The total supply of BTT is 990 billion. In other words, approximately 594 billion tokens are held by entities owned by Justin Sun. At current prices, that's roughly around $445,500,000. What do you think of Justin Sun's $20 million cash airdrop and Tesla giveaway? Don't hesitate to let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. This has been the Bitcoin Cryptocurrency Market Top 10 Report, today sponsored by OhioBitcoin.com. We appreciate you spending a bit of your valuable time with us. We broadcast numerous times throughout the day, so stay tuned. Disclaimer: price articles and markets updates are intended for informational purposes only, and should not be considered as trading advice. Neither OhioBitcoin.com nor the author is responsible for any losses or gains, as the ultimate decision to conduct a trade is made by the reader. Always remember that only those in possession of their own private keys are in control of their own money. If you enjoy this type of content, please smash the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us to get more views. Thanks again. See you with the next up to the nanosecond edition of the Bitcoin Cryptocurrency Market Top 10 Crypto Report.
U.S. supermarket chain Kroger ditches Visa and considers Bitcoin's Lightning Network as a replacement. Major U.S.-based retailer Kroger has announced it will no longer accept Visa credit cards at its Smith's food and drug stores because of exorbitant fees. Anthony Pompliano tweeted a suggestion to hook them up with Bitcoin's Lightning Network countrywide, and it appears like Kroger may be taking up the offer. An issue with excessive fees. The Cincinnati-based Kroger, that operates 143 food and drug stores across 7 states and employs over 20,000 people, began the debate with a March 1, 2019 announcement that it was no longer going to accept Visa credit cards as a result of high fees. According to Boston 25 News, Kroger brands would stop accepting Visa from April 3, 2019, in some states, and will explore other options to cut down on the costs incurred by Visa. Kroger CFO Mike Schlottman lamented that the card fees charged by Payments Titan were higher at Smith's than any other credit card brand, adding that Visa was due to increase its processing fees in April. He explained, Visa has been misusing its position and charging retailers excessive fees for a long time. saw an opportunity. It was under those circumstances that Morgan Creek Digital founder Anthony Pompliano saw an opportunity and quickly tweeted back suggesting the crypto alternative. Grocery store at Kroger is stopping acceptance of Visa in over 250 stores because of network fees. Who knows someone on the leadership team there? The Morgan Creek Digital team will fly to meet them and get them hooked up with the Lightning Network nationwide. Percent Oy. Pompliano, March 2, 2019. Several hours later, Kroger's production manager tweeted a response showing interest in taking the conversation. Further, he wrote, "Hey, Pomp, I'm a product manager at Kroger Digital. Can you confirm that you're the correct person to discuss this with? I would love to set up a conversation." Pomp responded saying, "DM me. Let's do it." Bitcoin Lightning to the rescue. Smith's is the second Kroger brand to abandon Visa credit cards following a similar decision by California-based foods company Supermarket. Should the deal between Pompliano and the Smiths go through, and the implementation of the Lightning Network payment solution is implemented, that could lead to broader adoption across all the Kroger brands. For their part, Visa is not about to give up and has promised to work out the problem, stating that they have put forward a number of solutions to allow our cardholders to continue using their preferred Visa credit cards at Foods Company and Smith's without Kroger-imposed restrictions, and we continue to work toward a resolution. The Bitcoin network is steadily making inroads in the crypto community, and it has continued to receive support from leading companies and individuals, giving it an edge as a preferred payment processor. Among those who have received a payment in a transaction chain called the Lightning Torch are LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman and the digital team at Fidelity Investments, who tweeted, "We and our research team at the Fidelity Center for Applied Technology have received the number one torch from Edwiz. Who should we pass it to?" Thanks for watching the OhioBitcoin.com Bitcoin News channel today. We appreciate you spending some of your valuable time with us. Disclaimer: price articles and markets updates are intended for informational purposes only and should not to be considered as trading advice. Neither OhioBitcoin.com nor the author is responsible for any losses or gains, as the ultimate decision to conduct a trade is made by the reader. Always remember that only those in possession of their own private keys are in control of their own money. If you enjoy this type of content, please smash the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us to get more views. Thanks again. See you with more Bitcoin headline news and analysis soon.
I just want to say one word to you. Just one word.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Plastics.
Lightning Labs unveils Lightning Loop Alpha. In a bid to make it easier for businesses and individuals to receive funds via the Lightning Network, Lightning Labs has rolled out the alpha version of Lightning Loop, according to a blog post on March 20, 2019. Receiving Bitcoins easier with Lightning Loop. As stated in its blog post, the Lightning Labs team says it has received numerous feedback from users of the Bitcoin Lightning Network, asking it to create a solution that could make it easier for them to receive funds via Lightning. Now, the team has announced the launch of the first iteration of Lightning Loop. A non-custodial service facilitates receipt of funds on the Lightning Network. Reportedly, the Lightning Loop Alpha version comes with the Loop Out functionality. The primary objective of Loop Out is to allow users to easily transfer their funds from the Lightning Network to their cold wallets or crypto exchange accounts, thereby freeing up space in the channel for more funds to enter. For the uninitiated, the Lightning Network is presently designed in a way that makes it impossible for funds to be received on a new channel until Bitcoin has been spent via that particular channel. In other words, nothing can be received once a new channel is opened, since a room needs to be first created for incoming funds by spending. A payment channel can be thought of as a full bottle of water. To pour something in, one must first pour something out. Per Lightning Labs, with the Loop Out feature, new Lightning users no longer need to rely on others to open channels with them before they can start receiving funds on the network, since they can use Loop Out to get initial receiving capacity. The future of Lightning Loop. The team has made it clear that the next release of Lightning Loop will support the loop-in functionality to enable users to reload their Lightning channels with Bitcoin from their on-chain wallets or exchanges. The team stated, as a user makes payments via Lightning, his or her channel funds decreases. They can then use the loop-in service to refill their funds on Lightning from a regular on-chain Bitcoin wallet or through an exchange account and continue to add funds as needed. In the alpha release, loop-out transactions are limited to 0.01 BTC, and the team says the service is feeless, but on-chain transactions attract a charge. It's worth noting that the Lightning Network is fast gaining traction in the crypto space. Earlier in January 2019, BTC Manager informed that Bitrefill had launched its Thor Lightning channel for superfast and cost-efficient Bitcoin payments.
Fidelity's crypto custody service goes live for selected customers. Fidelity Digital Assets has launched cryptocurrency custody and trade execution services. Currently, it is available now only for selected customers, with the customer base expected to expand in the near future. Fidelity Digital Assets, a new company that offers enterprise-quality custody and trade execution services for cryptocurrencies to institutional investors, has announced that its platform is live. Selected customers have got access to cryptocurrency custody and trade execution operations, while others may have to wait until September. We are live with a select group of eligible clients and will continue rolling out slowly. Our solutions are focused on the needs of hedge funds, family offices, pensions, endowments, other institutional investors. More on our project, https://t.co/ekj2pwjt2 Y-numbered blockchain. Fidelity Digital Assets, at Digital Assets, March 7, 2019. Fidelity Digital Assets is a company established by Fidelity, a multinational financial services corporation based in Boston, Massachusetts, and the fourth largest asset manager with $2.4 trillion in assets under management as of December 2017. The giant spends $2.5 billion per year on technologies like artificial intelligence and blockchain. Fidelity Digital Asset Services was set up in October last year with the aim to provide cryptocurrency storage and trading services to institutional and enterprise clients. The company targets institutional investors and works on cryptocurrency solutions for commercial space. In January, Abigail P. Johnson, chairman and CEO of Fidelity Investments, revealed the company's plans to launch Bitcoin custody service with Ethereum next and said that the date of launch was set for March. The promise has turned out to be true, and the service is now live. However, not all customers are able to use it. According to Tom Jessup, Fidelity Digital Assets head, some customers were using the platform in January, when it was in the final testing stage, while for other customers, it was March. Others may wait until September. Jessup explained, it really depends on the facts and circumstances of each client. It is notable that the service was developed when the crypto market had quite hard times. As Tom Jessup, the last year collapse did not have any impact on the launch. He said, if you started a crypto fund at the height of the market, you're probably hurting right now. Moreover, Jessup believes that despite the bear market, interest in cryptocurrencies from institutional investors continues to grow as they are looking for long-term investments. But having a desire to add some form of cryptocurrency to their portfolios, they do not want to take risk connected with the volatility of cryptos, which, at the same time, provides trading opportunities. According to the research conducted by Fidelity, about 22% of institutions asked already own cryptocurrency and expect to double their crypto assets over 5 years. Jessup said, if anything, they are as encouraged now as they were when prices were higher. Fidelity Digital Assets will provide a perfect solution for institutional investors who wait and see when it comes to We are committed to exceeding the requirements and standards of existing solutions with both our custody platform and trading venue, providing a combination of security and a central point of market access.
$5 million average is London all-in for Bitcoin. The last 3 months in the United Kingdom's Bitcoin market has been no less than amazing, indicated Skew. The London-based data analytics portal revealed that the region developed a strong Bitcoin trading traffic in the last 120 days. It shared a graph across its social media channels, reflecting upon the growing presence of traders in the UK's crypto climate. Per the chart, traders on BitMEX were contributing approximately $65 million worth of XBT/United States dollar trading volume every day over the past 3 months. The trading rate was higher between 1000 GMT to 1600 GMT, reaching up to $100 million ahead of the mainstream market's closing hours. Apparently you can't build a crypto trading business in the UK because all the traders are in the US and Asia. Average volume in MLN dollar on BitMEX just per hour of the day, UK time, last 120 D. Hard to disrupt the geographical location of London. pic.twitter.com/appearssync -skew at @skew_markets, February the 28th, 2019. Trading volume indicates the number of trades taking place across an exchange. BitMEX, which lists both spot and derivative Bitcoin instruments, became a central point for Skew to understand a market-wide Bitcoin trading sentiment. London, a crucial geographical location. Skew noted that London was a crucial geographical location to learn about the Bitcoin volume trend. The late Asian trading hours easily melts into the GMT early session, and the late GMT trading hours also touches upon the US market open. Skew sarcastically pointed out that the US and Asia had more traders than the UK. But it did not entirely mean that the region was not an attractive place to build a crypto trading business. It very much explains why average trading volume around 1600 GMT was always higher than the rest of the day. That's 11 a.m. in New York, the global financial hub, sniffing its second round of coffee. That's also 9:30 a.m. in Mumbai, home to one of Asia's leading stock markets. Hard to disrupt the geographical location of London, Skew commented. Big crypto firms entering the UK. The location could be one of the many reasons why some of the world's leading crypto service firms have entered the UK recently. In March 2018, US-based Coinbase opened an office in London to penetrate the local and European crypto market. Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange by volume and revenue, also expanded into the UK by launching Binance Jersey. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao later said that they were registering more customers than ever from the region. Binance.je is overwhelmed with registrations. There is a backlog of KYC, Know Your Customer, verifications already. More resources are allocated to reduce it. In the meantime, we appreciate your understanding and patience. Just crazy. One thing we do well is underestimating ourselves and the market. https://thxfdd3rd2 is overwhelmed with registrations. There is a backlog of KYC verifications already. More resources are allocated to reduce it. In the meantime, we appreciate your understanding and patience. The registration price is FIFO based, no worries. Just crazy. CZ Binance at CZ_Binance, January the 17th, 2019. 2019 also brought news of more expansions. US crypto exchange Kraken acquired Crypto Facilities, a London-based crypto futures platform, for a 9-figure sum. Overall, the UK, with its lighthouse view of the world's emerging crypto markets, is giving entrepreneurs a strategical advantage. Skew's trading volume analysis reflects an opportunity for expansion, especially when the growth of crypto markets have been extinguished by the patchwork regulatory climate of the US market. Thanks for watching the OhioBitcoin.com Bitcoin News channel today. We appreciate you spending some of your valuable time with us. Disclaimer: price articles and markets updates are intended for informational purposes only, and should not be considered as trading advice. Neither OhioBitcoin.com nor the author is responsible for any losses or gains, as the ultimate decision to conduct a trade is made by the reader. Always remember that only those in possession of their own private keys are in control of their own money. If you enjoy this type of content, please smash the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us to get more views. Thanks again. See you with more Bitcoin headline news and analysis soon.
Google's spell check used to hack Konami wallet. When storing your cryptocurrency, you need to know your assets are safe, especially when using wallets on exchanges or via software. That means your assets are online. The benefits to these sorts of wallets are that you can access your assets across a range of platforms, mobile, PC, etc., and also means that if you forget your login details, you might not always totally lose access to your crypto. Drawbacks, however, to having your assets online can often mean your storage is not decentralized and is managed by someone else like an exchange, and indeed, your assets are connected to a network, which means they can be accessed via hackers who are able to exploit bugs. Such a bug has recently been located within the Konomi wallet. The bug seems to have stemmed from a vulnerability that has been exploited via Google's spell check after Al-Mawali, the victim of the bug, revealed that his wallet has been accessed and could have stolen up to $60,000. According to Unhashed, Al-Mawali claims that a text box built into the Konomi wallet sent his seed phrase to Google's online spell check service. Since a seed phrase can be used to gain access to a wallet, handling data in this way is a major risk. Al-Mawali claims that the bug was used to steal $60,000 of cryptocurrency from his wallet. He also says that Konomi has refused to take responsibility, which has forced him to reveal the problem publicly. Konomi itself has now responded, admitting that Google spell checks did occur due to a bad configuration in one of the wallet's plugins. However, Konomi also says that this function sent text securely and that Google actually rejected the data. What's happened? So, according to the reports, no assets have been lost as a result of this, though Mawali has felt that this bug could have been exploited more successfully in the future. Thankfully, in this instance, everything seems to be okay, and indeed, Konomi seemed to believe that the bug was never really an issue in the first place. Thanks for watching the OhioBitcoin.com Bitcoin News channel today. We appreciate you spending some of your valuable time with us. Disclaimer: price articles and markets updates are intended for informational purposes only and should not to be considered as trading advice. Neither OhioBitcoin.com nor the author is responsible for any losses or gains, as the ultimate decision to conduct a trade is made by the reader. Always remember that only those in possession of their own private keys are in control of their own money. If you enjoy this type of content, please smash the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us to get more views. Thanks again. See you with more Bitcoin headline news and analysis soon. Samsung Pay considers integrating cryptocurrencies for its users. Samsung Pay's massive global user base can help in the mass adoption of digital currencies and can possibly offer an exponential growth to the payments platform. South Korea-based tech giant Samsung is taking bold measures in getting cryptocurrencies to the smartphone ecosystem. Recently, the company launched its Galaxy S10 handset featuring a built-in blockchain wallet. Also, Samsung's proprietary defense platform, Samsung Knox, houses the private key for the secure storage of digital assets. Furthermore, Samsung has supposedly partnered with leading blockchain protocols engine for its blockchain wallet. In another development, Samsung is likely to integrate cryptocurrencies on its popular mobile payments platform Samsung Pay. Currently, the Samsung Pay payments application has over 10 million active users globally. Samsung Pay cryptocurrency integration. On Friday, March 8, South Korea's popular mainstream media outlet Donga reported that as part of Samsung's plan to expand its user base globally, Samsung Pay is most likely to integrate cryptocurrencies. Shindonga published another report titled "Crypto: Flying Away with Samsung Pay" on its back, showing how cryptocurrency integration will help Samsung Pay. The publication notes that with this integration, Samsung Pay will strengthen its position as a fintech platform. It states that Samsung Pay is aggressively targeting the global financial services market. Also, Samsung Pay has recently integrated a global payment processing service while extending the transaction period for overseas users. It further adds that at this phase of development, if a cryptocurrency wallet is added to Samsung Pay, the application will be strengthened as a complete fintech platform. Currently, the Samsung blockchain wallet is said to be supporting Ethereum, but more cryptocurrencies are expected to be integrated in the near term. The success recipe for Samsung Pay's success in the last few years is the platform's new product launches and acquisitions. Some smart decisions have helped Samsung Pay to sail through this competitive mobile payments market. Samsung Pay's $250 million acquisition of LoopPay has given the platform an upper edge among its competitors. With this acquisition, Samsung Pay users could process payments just by hovering the smartphone over the point-of-sale (POS) terminal. This proved to be highly successful in terms of providing the users with a seamless and convenient payments experience. The Donga report states that Samsung Pay has added a staggering 6.6 million users on its platform between 2017 to 2018. Crypto integration, a step towards mass adoption. Analysts predict that the addition of crypto payment services on Samsung Pay can put the platform on a higher growth trajectory. Furthermore, considering its massive user base, it will also lead to the mass adoption of digital currencies. This step by Samsung Pay is quite appealing to millennials who resonate with the idea of crypto investments and crypto use. Integrating Bitcoin payments in 2017 has proved highly successful for the Square Cash. Post this integration, Square has registered a massive 516% growth, making it a leading platform for crypto payments. Analysts are hopeful that Samsung Pay's crypto integration will help the platform with a similar kind of growth rate. Big tech organizations are slowly warming up to the idea of integrating crypto payments to their platform. Social media giant Facebook also plans to bring its native cryptocurrency across the entire suite of messaging applications. Published at 11 March 2019, 10:21 and 49 seconds plus 0000. The fourth largest private employer in the U.S. says no to Visa, may accept Bitcoin. It is official, Kroger, the $22.35 B, the U.S. largest supermarket chain by revenue, complete with 3,028 locations, effectively becoming the fourth largest private employer, is officially tired of Visa credit cards. Like most centralized payment facilitators, Visa is quickly turning out to be fast, high throughput but expensive. For this reason, the chief financial officer at the profitable supermarket chain, Mike Schlottman, said they will no longer accept Visa credit cards at any of their Smith's food and drug stores beginning April 4. Food and Drug Stores has 20,000 employees spread across 7 U.S. states, operating in 134 branches. Visa has been misusing its position and charging retailers excessive fees for a long time. At Smith's, Visa's credit card fees are higher than any other credit card brand that we accept. Crypto like Bitcoin is cheap and superior. As a new innovation, blockchain and cryptocurrencies, including middlemen, a role played by centralized fund transfer agents like Visa. The fund transfer facilitator has infrastructure in place. But because of the nature of their operations, Visa and similar companies charge a premium for their services. In contrast, cryptocurrencies are in the early stages of adoption. Although they may be volatile, of which it will reduce when it is finally mainstream, evidence shows that these networks are cheap, fast, secure and most importantly global. That means fees are constant regardless of geography. Add that to censorship resistance, these superior alternatives are immune to local socio-economic events like hyperinflation. More about Visa. This is a blow to Visa. With 5 types of credit cards: Visa Classic, Gold, Platinum, Signature, and Infinite, the decision by Kroger may also change the mind of other chains. If it becomes a global rally, Visa may be forced to reduce their fees as profitability dipped despite their presence in more than 200 countries and accessibility from more than 1.9 million ATMs. Visa is the largest credit card issuer in the world. A Visa spokesperson, with a carefree attitude, responded saying, "Cardholders are our first priority. Our goal is to ensure that every cardholder can use their Visa card wherever they wish to shop. When consumer choice is limited, nobody wins." The Visa network delivers significant value for merchants, including access to more customers, increased sales, security and fraud protection, a quick and convenient checkout experience, and ongoing innovation and implementation of the latest technologies. Kroger enjoys all of these benefits, and there is a cost for these services, like any other. Anthony Pompliano and Bitcoin Lightning Network proposal. While tweeting about this decision, a co-founder and partner at Morgan Creek Digital, Anthony Pompliano, said his team was ready to meet the Kroger. The aim, he says, is to hook them up with the ever-expanding Bitcoin Lightning Network. Grocery store at Kroger is stopping acceptance of its Visa in over 250 stores because of network fees. Who knows someone on the leadership team there? The Morgan Creek Digital team will fly to meet them and get them hooked up with the Lightning Network nationwide. %OI. Pomp, Pompliano, March 2, 2019. Moments later, a product manager of the supermarket chain, going by the Twitter name @Safiknik, said he was ready to make arrangements. "Hey Pump, I'm a product manager at Kroger Digital. Can confirm that Yale is the correct person to discuss this with. I would love to set up a conversation." Nick, @Safiknik, March 2, 2019. Hours later, Pump confirmed their first call, just finished up first call with someone on Kroger Digital team. World-class, forward-thinking crew. Looks like things are progressing. Stay tuned though. Pump, @Pompliano, March 3, 2019. The Bitcoin Lightning Network is a Layer 2 solution that promises to scale the underlying settlement base. It is a work in progress and in beta. Thanks for watching the OhioBitcoin.com Bitcoin News channel today. We appreciate you spending some of your valuable time with us. Disclaimer: price articles and markets updates are intended for informational purposes only and should not to be considered as trading advice. Neither OhioBitcoin.com nor the author is responsible for any losses or gains, as the ultimate decision to conduct a trade is made by the reader. Always remember that only those in possession of their own private keys are in control of their own money. If you enjoy this type of content, please smash the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us to get more views. Thanks again. See you with more Bitcoin headline news and analysis soon.
Bitcoin is creating a better banking system for a better world. The core banking system sucks. It sucks for everyone, but it sucks more if you are poor or live under a dictatorship. Technology allows us to build a better core banking model. By core banking, I mean deposits and loans in the real economy, not just transferring value between users or creating synthetic financial products. Here is the formula for a better banking model. Matched funding, deposits, loans, plus insurance, plus blockchain technology. This will help reduce inequality, combat authoritarianism and diminish excess variance in the business cycle. In this coming struggle, you are either with the spirit of our better human values epitomized by Satoshi Nakamoto, or you are with the big banks. If the idea of a better banking model speaks to you, and you are willing to get your hands dirty, join us. The problem: billions of people live in a darkness that a better banking model can lighten. According to the World Bank, approximately 3.5 billion people live in poverty and don't have a savings account at a bank. This means that a couple in Mozambique has no savings mechanism that could help them in their hope to educate their daughters. Like many, their only choice is to operate in cash, even though the father has a job. The Human Rights Foundation estimates that 4 billion people live under authoritarian governments. This means that a young man studying in Vietnam keeps quiet about the malignancies he sees in the system. He does this because he dreams of getting married, and to get the girl he needs a house, and to get the house he needs a mortgage from the state bank. Consider this reality closer to home. Bank of America will charge low-income customers $12 per month for their checking accounts, unless they have a $1,500 account balance. At Laura_Nelson, Twitter, 2018. Finally, a bank with some fresh ideas on how to make poor people poorer. At Kashanakali, Twitter, 2018. Let's see what binds these people together. A secure savings account is foundational to a full life, a life where the individual can express the truth as they see it, and also participate in the natural uplift of the real economy. It is the solid ground that allows us to formulate our own thoughts without outside influence, and provide a better future for our families. Although we tend to overlook such basics in the West, the virtues arising from secure savings accounts are indispensable to higher-order democratic structures. This can be seen graphically as a kind of Maslow hierarchy of needs. Hierarchy of needs for a healthy society. If you want to reduce poverty, you need to start at the bottom of this hierarchy and let the benefits flow upwards. Similarly, if you want to promote democratic societies, you need to get the bottom right in the first place. There is typically a positive statistical correlation between poverty and an authoritarian form of government, and between wealth and liberal democracy. This flows not from elections at the top, but from secure savings accounts at the bottom, plugged into the real economy. where people have the independence to come up with their own opinions without coercion, and are able to share in the productivity of the economy, societies flourish. So, what binds those living in authoritarian countries, the unbanked in Africa, and the financially excluded in America together? They are all missing the secure, productive savings account foundation needed as a defense against the related evils of authoritarianism and inequality. What would core banking look like if it were truly to serve society? A core banking system built to serve society would have the values set out below. Independent, meaning that it should be censorship-resistant and self-controlled, so governments cannot seize a person's account. People need to have security over their money without fearing government retribution for any exercise of their human rights. Fair. The system should channel the productive returns of lending in the real economy to savers, without the banking sector capturing the majority of such returns. Everyone with savings, no matter how small, should be able to benefit from this natural uplift. Today's fractional reserve banking system is designed for the benefit of the few, rather than the many. The very nature of fractional reserve banking is incompatible with a truly healthy society. The origins and basis of our banking system. Our banking system originates from precious metal guilds in the Middle Ages. Deposited gold mainly represented value that had already been created in the economy. These guilds developed the concept of issuing paper IOUs against the deposited gold. As not all depositors typically demanded their gold back at the same time, this led the depositories to issue more paper IOUs for making loans than the gold that they held. They retained a fraction of the gold, in case a merchant needed physical gold. These depositories evolved into today's banks, whose core model is based on the same fractional reserve concept. This core banking system is inherently dishonest. At its heart are three fundamental lies that pervert society and the economy. 1. The bank will tell you that the money you deposit belongs to you. In fact, legally the money becomes the property of the bank. In law, you are an unsecured creditor to them. In return, the bank gives you an IOU, called a deposit account. The deposited money is recorded as an asset on their balance sheet and deposit accounts are recorded as their liability to you. 2. The bank will tell you that your money is safely held at the bank. In fact, the bank holds only a fraction, and then loans the rest of it out. If you want more than this fraction of your money back, the bank takes it from elsewhere. 3. The bank will tell you that your funds are insured by the government, up to a certain amount. In fact, there is no government insurance fund that corresponds to these deposit amounts. It isn't insurance, it is a government undertaking, in a failure situation, to print more money to give to the banks, so that they can repay their liability to you. Fractional reserve banking is illustrated below. Fractional reserve banking. An inverted house of cards. Banking's greatest deception is that the power of money creation is mainly in the hands of big commercial banks, not the state. The Federal Reserve doesn't create most of the money in the United States. Large American banks do, through the loan deposit account process. Since both paper money and bank-created money have purchasing power, they are both officially considered money. Why does the current core banking system suck? There are two main reasons why this core banking system sucks. It leads to inequality in society, and it's dangerous for the economy. Inequality in society. The banking system uses the funds of depositors as their own to make high returns, driven by profits on loans. Deposits and loans are the core of banking, and are exceptionally profitable given the risk assumed. The system essentially is a mechanism for taking a little bit from everyone and channeling it to owners, who are disproportionately the 1% of society. All depositors are disadvantaged by their